Hello, this time we're going to be doing setting up our final render scene and getting some, making a nice picture for using our Hatchet 04 file, if that's what you named it, final when we made our tree, after we made our tree trunk. All right, so let's go ahead and go into front view, and we want to start by having, we would like a nice background in this. So we're going to actually we're going to open a add. We'll go to our preferences file, user preferences. Let's click on up here where it says add-ons. And that should bring you up a new menu of some add-ons. You can go right over here where this eyeglass, this magnifying glass is. There's a lot of things in here, but we'll go over this eyeglass and we're going to start typing in image. Import images as planes. And all you have to do is click right over here. You can wheel this down if you'd like to do a little bit more looking at it. So all you have to do is click right in here, and that'll activate that images as planes. Now, if you save this file with this one, I'm not sure if it actually keeps this, or you have to redo this every time. But I think if you save with this on, you can also save user settings if you want the next time you open Blender, just Blender itself. This will come in automatically. But then after that, if you want to save user settings or whatever you prefer, but you can just close this out. And now if we do Shift A, we have Mesh. We have a new setting at the bottom called Images as Planes. So if I open that from textures.com, once again I've downloaded a file of a background of a forest. So we'll go ahead and do that. Click that, and let's go ahead and import images as plane. Okay, we're going to want to scale this up, and we want to rotate it, and we actually want to go -90 on the x-axis. There we go. Now, this should have a basic material already applied to it. So let's do the rendered view. There we go. It's actually upside down. So we can actually rotate 180. There we go. We just rotate on the Y axis. So that'll give us a background there. Now remember, we want to get our let's Z a couple times into wireframe. And you notice it's coming right here in the middle. So let's go to 7. Let's grab this on the Z-axis. on the Y-axis, and let's just move that back a little bit. All right. So let's go into front view. How's our camera set up? Our camera is actually set up pretty good. With this, if you import this as a plane, so we'll scale this up. Let's scale it up until it takes up the whole background here. Now, let's go back into 1. And what we want to do is we want to set up our camera so we're viewing. And then we're going to do some, and we'll put it the way we want it to put it. So let's go to 0. Let's click our camera. Let's go over to our camera settings. And let's do a composition guides. And we'll go for thirds. So let's grab our camera, push the G key to grab, we'll go on the X, and we want that about right there. Now we'll grab our camera on the Z axis and pull that up. And then we can, from there, let's just take a quick look at this rendered view. Okay, we're still going to have to do some tweaking here. Z a couple times. Now we want where our axe, what we're going to do is we're going to take our axe, let's go to 1, let's select our axe. Now we can just grab that and bring it over here. Let's go, we're at the back of our axe handle, about right there probably. Let's rotate this and stick it into the log here. And then we'll just go grab that on the Z axis and pull that up. Maybe we want a good bit in there, maybe right there. All right. I think maybe our axe is a little bit too small, so let's scale that up. I should say hatchet. And we want to grab that. And if you push Shift Y, you can move it in all directions except the Z direction. Except the Y direction. So we'll put that right there. All right, so now we'll grab our camera. And we want our focal point to be kind of where the axe is stuck into the wood. So let's grab our camera. And we can do two things. We can either zoom in. You could actually zoom in a little bit if you want a little bit bigger. And let's go ahead and rotate our camera on the y-axis. Rotate on the x-axis. There we go. We want a little bit of a down. Let's grab it on the x and let's just pull it over here. Maybe we'll put that right about there, maybe. All right, let's go ahead and take a rendered look at this. This is looking pretty good already. See a couple times, go to wireframe. Another thing we can do here is we can put it in textured mode, and that'll give us a basic texture. So let's pick our background here, and let's grab that on the z-axis. Let's pull that up, maybe it's there. Let's grab it on the x-axis, maybe move it over. Maybe we want it kind of over this way a little bit. Or maybe over here. No, we don't want it that way. Maybe we'll put it right here. All right, we can scale that up a little bit if we want. We can grab it and pull it up. Okay, let's take a rendered look at this. So something just doesn't look right here, and you'll run into that a lot. Z key a couple times. And let's go ahead and turn this into texture mode. Now let's take a look at this here. If we look here, you can tell here's a log laying. So here's about where the ground is, right there. So we want to go. We want to grab this and we want to pull this up. So the ground would be about there. I guess it would be. Okay, if we go into that, see now we don't have. The image is too high up, so we can actually click our camera. Let's click our camera, and then let's R and Z. We do R and X, and then we can go like this. Try to match up the ground a little bit better. And then we'll grab on the X and let's move it. Oh, sorry, grab the wrong thing. Let's grab the background and grab on the X and let's move it over. So it's right there. And once again, let's do a rendered view. Again, I'm liking that a lot better. It looks a little bit more level with the ground and not getting enough of the trend, so maybe we'll make it up higher. So let's Z again. This could be, you could just do this all day. So let's select the trunk and let's select the hatchet by selecting the trunk. And don't forget to select this because we made this a separate part. So you select the trunk, select the top of the wood, and select the axe. And we'll grab that on the Z axis and we'll move that all up. Actually, we'll move that up till it's right there where we want that focal point. And let's go into rendered mode there. Okay, now this, to me, it seems like it needs rotated just a little bit here. But that is fine. Grab on the Z. Let's grab this a little bit. Up. Grab Z. Right there. Let's rotate on X. Maybe like that. Maybe a little bit better. And I'm actually really liking that.